Oh, what's going on, my good people? This is the Wake Up Show, Coffee with Rios, #1 morning show in the whole wide world. Craig, what's up, Ghetto Cafe? Coolest, chillest, coldest chat in the whole wide world. The coffee crew is in the building. We about to get real today. You know why? Because I am pissed off. I'm pissed off. Yesterday I was talking about how the world is not a stage and it's not a game and it's not to be played. It's real life. Yes, it's real life. But yesterday, y'all, when I tell you that I saw some shit that lets you know this whole shit is rigged for money. It's rigged for money. It's all about money. Everything. You see it, it's on TV, it's for money. Everything's for money. It's all entertainment. We all should know that anyway. Let me turn my Bluetooth on. We should all know that anyway. But you know what? Before I get on my rant and crying and whining and yelling and arguing, let's give a shout out to the man above, God, because we know that's real. That's not a game. Let's give it up to God. Blessings to everybody, man. Thank you for waking us up, giving us an opportunity to have another day and be a blessing in somebody else's life, to be of impact in somebody else's life. Every time we get up and put our feet on the ground, get up out the bed, breathe air and oxygen into our lungs, it's a blessing. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day that God gives us, it's a blessing. So let's just give a quick shout out for being here today, for us to even be able to chop it up with each other and just talk about this stuff, talk about the things we don't like, the things we do like, the things we agree with, the things we don't agree with, discourse, debate, disagreement, agreement, whatever it is, we're here to do it. The Ghetto Cafe is here. We want to thank God. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. All glory to God in Jesus' name. Pray. Amen. Now let's get to it. I'm not even going to hit any sound effects, y'all. Not even going to hit any sound effects. I'm not hating. Not hating. I don't even know how you knew I was going to go there. Because it was Thursday night football. Yeah, that's how you know I was going to go there. The game was rigged. Who the hell is number 84? The Rams versus the Niners. The Rams versus the Niners. The Eagles versus the Packers. Game ends in a tie. Everybody was upset about that shit. Everybody was upset. Oh, you shouldn't end games in a tie. We shouldn't have that happen. This and that. It's bad luck. This and that. Everybody complaining. Then the Rams get the opportunity to tie the game in overtime and end the game in a tie. They choose to give the ball to the cat who fumbled in the red zone on the 1 yard line, who made them have to go to overtime, could have won the game with the touchdown. They give him the ball again in overtime on 4th and 1 in red zone, damn near. I think it was in red zone. And he doesn't get the first down. They could have kicked the field goal. They could have easily kicked the field goal and just tied the game and ended it on a tie. Matthew Stafford is cooking the whole game. The whole game, Matthew Stafford is cooking. A GOAT in the game, a legend in the game. He's one of few in a lot of categories. One of a few in a lot of categories. You just paid him $150 million on 4th and 1. We ain't got no push up the middle like that. When they know they could just put a run defense out there. If y'all don't follow football, sorry. But I have to get this off my chest. Raiders suck. Geno Smith sucks. Can't even be happy about anything in the NFL. Everybody else's team. The 49ers come to the SoFi, calling it Levi South. They all cheering. You know, I'm a season ticket holder, so I'm at the game. I got to deal with them. Or you know, I should show footage of the fight. I don't be wanting to promote negativity. I filmed the fight yesterday. It was getting cracky. And I'm not going to show it because I'm not on no negative stuff. Staying positive. You can't tell me that was not idiotic. The field goal, 49ers kicker was just murdering us. The Rams kicker is boo-boo. Garbage. Got his kick blocked twice with the Eagles. Then missed 2 field goals last night. An extra point and a field goal. Injuries and all. Y'all got McCaffrey back. Stop complaining all injuries. Now you want to be all injuries and all. Y'all got McCaffrey. He's back. Y'all ain't talking about that. Y'all ain't talking about how McCaffrey's back. Been back all year. I didn't even know his little great self was back. I can't even hate on him. I can't even hate on him. I was trying to say something negative. I got to call him great. We leaving the stadium. They fighting. One dude gets into it with a 49er fan. And then whatever that scuffle was, didn't end up really happening. So he peeled off down the way. Ends up getting into it with another dude. And the other dude whoop his ass. You took your energy from over here, your aggression from over here that you didn't get off. And you took it to the wrong person over here. And he dealt with him quick. Then his girl was the dude's girl was trying to stop the fight or whatever. Old boy who was whooping him, his girl started whooping on the girl. Go to the front door and scream. It's all rigged. All rigged. I did it. It's all rigged, man. Oh, shoot. Hold on. My bad. I know my neighbors is like, this is crazy. Tired of this shit. Got me hot. Oh, man. Let me show y'all some. The only field goal he made. Why is it so dark? Why the hell is it so dark? Why is that so dark? I don't know why it's so. Hold on, babe. Stafford was killing it all night. It was Mac Jones. I don't know why it goes dark as soon as I don't even want to look at it. Don't even want to look at it. Home was at the game last night. He knows. He knows. Everybody knows. Anybody who's at that game knows. We let y'all win the game. We let y'all win the game because it was a bad taste in everybody's mouth about the tie. You was trying to bet on the game? Why you didn't bet? Everybody know we let y'all win. Let y'all win. We could have tied the game, but because all the controversy and all this shit, I wonder what the odds were in Vegas. What were the odds in Vegas for the Niner game? What? For the most recent range, towards the Los Angeles Rams were an 8.5 point favorite before the game began. On to win the game 26, making it one of the seeds. They were an 8.5 point favorite. Was the spread. The expected point total was 44. They went for damn. They be really on point, dude. 49. It was 49. But whatever. I want to take this out of here. You Niner fans, y'all got it. I know it's a bunch of Niner fans. I know it's a bunch of Niner fans. Y'all got it. But there's some shit that I noticed last night, and it's just rigged. I'm just gonna tell you like that. It's rigged. A lot of people be talking about it. Damn, bet 100 to win 300. A lot of people what were talking about it was rigged and this and that. Last night's game was very questionable. So I know I'm like putting extras on it, but only reason why I'm thinking about it, why it was so relevant to me, because I was here yesterday talking about how things are just all rigged. Everything is a script. It's all a script. Everything is a script, y'all. Everything. What you see is most of the time truly not what's happening. It's never truly what's happening. What you see is truly never what's happening. There's always shit happening behind the scenes. There's always shit happening behind the scenes. The Diddy case, the Epstein case, these politics, this and that. It's always stuff going on behind the scenes that we do not know about, that we are not privy to, that makes sense to them, but it is just a smokescreen for us. Keep them distracted so we can do this and this and that. And that's what that Rams game was. Somebody bet big money on that game. If you'd have got the touchdown, they would have covered the spread. It would have been a 8.5. If he wouldn't have missed the extra point and they would have gotten the touchdown where he fumbled on the 1 yard line, Fumbled on the 1 yard line, that would have been an 8-point spread. But I want to talk about something also. There was a fumble on the kickoff return that the Rams challenged, that they said, oh, it's unchallengeable. We can't challenge it. It was a clear fumble. It's a clear fumble. Dude, shit is crazy. It was a clear fumble. Oh, you can't challenge that. Everybody sees it's a fumble. Unchallengeable. How do the Rams be at home and they don't be getting no calls? The Rams be at home getting no calls. Oh, that's why, because it's not SoFi, it's Levi South. When the Niners come, they bring their refs too. Bring all their damn fans, they bring all their refs, and then the season ticket holders that we all sit with each other, they be selling their damn tickets to 49er fans. Then we got to sit next to 49er fans screaming and fighting, acting all ignorant because they ignorant. Oh, wait, GFS, what is Shador's response? That's what I'm saying. I know it's Levi South. I've been there. I think this is my 3rd year. It's either my 3rd or my 4th year of being a season ticket holder up there. GFS, let me know what you're talking about. What you talking about? AG, I'm a Raider fan. My real aggression, I'm not even going to start talking about the Raiders because then this will just be a shit show if I start talking about the Raiders. I avoid even watching Raider games right now. I don't even watch Raiders games. For the longest time, my wife has made me not be able to watch Raider games at home. I can't even watch Raider games at home for the way that I be acting. And so I knew I needed to change my shit up and be cool. Dude, Moz Adam. Moss, I'm gonna just call you Moss. I'm not putting it on the 49ers to win that game. The Rams DBs exposed last night. The Rams DBs, the secondary, horrible. Yes, horrible. Number 84, he looked like a god out there. I think this is only his 2nd game back for the Niners. Look, I put in number 84. Look at this. This is how good he did last night. I put in number 84. It says the first thing, number 84, 49ers. You know how many number 84s there are? So many people have been looking this fool up. Kendrick Bourne. Who the hell is Kendrick Bourne? Who the hell is this guy? Kendrick Bourne is an American professional football wide receiver, San Francisco 49ers National Football. He played college football at Eastern Washington Eagles and signed with the San Francisco as an undrafted agent in 2017, Bourne. But then he went to, I think, the Patriots. This dude had... He had 142 yards last night. I probably can't show this. NFL be tripping, I think. You know what? I can't even show this. Whose channel is this on? 49ers. They probably gonna hate on me. Watch this shit. Fuck this shit, man. Fuck that. Not watching it. I'm done. Let's get to GFS. GFS, what you talking about, man? Go ahead, give me a call. What you talking about? Shador Sanders. I got to talk about Shador Sanders' response. Yeah, Jones to Waddle. Now Jones to Mac Jones. Mac Jones, and then they only got 1 sack last night. All right, I'm off it. I'm done. What up, Sexy Nate? What up, Bloss? What up, Sunshine Baby? What are you talking about, Shador Sanders, man? You want me to look up what's the latest for Shador? Because we got Diddy getting sentenced today. Everybody done forgot about Diddy. Everybody done forgot about the Black Epstein. Shit, was Diddy a Mossad agent also? Collecting blackmail on everybody? That's what people, you know what? Should I get into that? Let me see. I want to talk about Shador first. Let me see. What does he want me to say about Shador? Where is GFS at? He's going to bring that up. What happened? Damn, I'm out the loop. Shador Sanders' latest. Nobody want to update me? Okay. Sanders also dealt. Okay, so the latest about Gabriel being named the. Did he get dropped or something? Like, oh, the mime. I saw that the mime thing where he just did a silent interview. Is that what GFS talking about? So Dylan Gabriel got named the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. He was second string. They sitting Flacco. They're going to start Dylan Gabriel. Sanders is third string. He's still going to remain third string right now, I believe. He's still remaining third string even after Flacco gets dropped out of the starting position. So I guess Flacco is second string now. Let me see. Hey, that's kind of genius.
So, been important to both you and Dylan. Guys like
They want him to talk about the drama. Hey, I'm all about it. I'm all for it, man. Y'all want me to talk about some drama? Y'all got me in the middle of all the drama. Rex Ryan talking shit about me. Everybody talking shit about me, and I ain't did nothing wrong. All I'm doing is just showing up, trying to play football. But all of a sudden, I can't wear my hat backwards. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't cheer with my team. I can't do everything that y'all do that y'all want from a quarterback. But when I do it, it's a bad thing. I'm feeling shit. I'm gonna do a silent interview too. If you guys is everything I do, you guys pick apart, take my words, twist them, and screw it up. And take and create your narrative out of what I say. Yeah, I'm doing a silent damn interview too. Because you guys are creating narratives on me, making me come off as if I'm this kind of guy or I'm saying this. Yeah. Shador was being... He wasn't saying nothing. If y'all couldn't hear him, he wasn't saying anything. Let me see. Let me play that back. He wasn't saying nothing.
Vocally, anything to say?
I guess one more. I guess what do you think you have to show? Show to the coaches just to have that belief in you that you can be ready.
What can you say?
How much has Joe been important to both
Can
you
y'all hear
and
now?
Dylan in terms of your guys' like development to this point?
I can actually read. I can read. I can tell what he's saying. Joe's a great guy. He said right there. I don't know.
Vocally, anything to say?
I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna have faith.
I guess one more. I guess what do you think you have to show? Show to the coaches just to have that belief in you that you can be ready.
This is the thing. Got to work hard every day. They can hire me. This is the thing. You got to work hard every day.
To the coaches just to
I got it.
have that belief in you that you can be ready.
This is the thing. Got to work hard every day.
How much has Joe been important to both you and Dylan in terms of your guys' like development to this point?
Joe's a great guy.
Man, y'all might as well.
Joe's a great guy. I don't know. I can't follow up with what else he said. But yeah, more power to him, man. Shedeur Sanders is of great yoke, of great cloth. Even him coming into the league and having the prime clause, y'all know about the prime clause that he has in his contract where he gets paid off of his name, likeness, name, everything that has his name on it, he gets paid for it. He gets so he's made more money than all the rookies already just off of his prime clause deal. And that's why I think really all of the owners, why nobody wanted to get him in the first round. Because if he'd have got picked in the first round where he was supposed to be picked and he had that prime clause, you know how much money he would have made? He'd have made so much money off the prime clause. Y'all don't know what the prime clause is? Let me show y'all. And his dad ain't no damn fool. Deion Sanders ain't no fool. He raising some real dudes. The prime equity clause. A concept associated with Shedeur Sanders is a groundbreaking contract provision that allows athletes to receive a percentage of revenue from their name, image, and likeness, NIL, name, image, and likeness, from their team's merchandise sales in addition to their standard rookie contract. This arrangement, which is separate from the traditional salary cap, aims to leverage an athlete's established brand equity for significant financial gain even before playing a single NFL game. And it's a significant shift in how professional athletes can structure their earnings. So, brand monetization, instead of tied to performance incentives on the field, the prime equity clause allows a portion of the revenue from merchandise bearing the player's name to be directly paid to the athlete. Do y'all know how dope that is? This is the first time it's been done. It's called the prime equity clause. To avoid being seen as disguised salary and to comply with NFL collective bargain agreements, the clause requires legally separate agreements, third-party IP valuations, and must not be linked to performance or on-field deliverables. The clause has the potential to drastically increase the earnings of a star athlete by capitalizing on their marketability. So just because you guys drafted me in the third round doesn't mean I'm not about to make my money. He had the most sold jersey. I think they were the owners. They're like, let's show him how it's done. Like, let's show him how bad we can make it for him. Let's draft him late in the draft. Give him a shit contract, small contract. Okay, who cares about that prime equity? If we draft him in the third round, nobody's going to buy his jersey. Nobody's going to buy his jersey, but guess what? You can't believe what you see and what they tell y'all. We can't believe it because they're just, they sugarcoating. They real shit that they got going on. But guess what? Guess what they didn't plan for? They didn't plan for him having that great preseason game, balling out, and people buying his jersey like crazy. I think he made $45 million off his jersey sales from the prime equity clause as a third string quarterback, which is what they were scared of, which is why they didn't want to draft him in the first place, number one, because his jersey sales would have went through the roof. All his name would have been everywhere, name everywhere, face everywhere. And they didn't want to pay him that. So what do they have to do? They have to say he's garbage. He's not good. He's not this. He's not that. But guess what? Somebody want to say shout out nepotism? Shout out intelligence. Shout out intelligence. Now imagine if Bronny would have did prime equity clause. Y'all remember what Bronny's jersey did? These dudes are celebrities. These dudes are superstars before they come into the league just off of who they are. People want to say nepotism. No, off of greatness. They are of celebrity yoke. They are superstars. They're going to make money no matter what. Their jerseys is going to sell. But they didn't want him to get that prime equity clause on a number one pick. You know how much money he would have made? Let me see if somebody breaks it down.
Yeah, I was at the bar watching that. A lot of upset, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
People around there, a lot of people did not want to see him, you know what I'm saying, be successful. If he'd have fucked up, y'all have been talking crazy about Shador. Show some respect.
I questioned how he went about things in interviews.
Yeah.
But after watching how much people hate him and how bad they want to see him fall, I'm all the way on the other side now.
Yeah,
I
bro.
want to see him win everything. I thought he was gonna get picked in the first round and all that stuff. So
I'm rocking with Shador all the way, but I think that is dope that he walked up to the writer and said, hey man, why you ain't got nothing nice to ever say about me, bro?
5th round pick, and y'all still hating on him.
Did y'all see about like the business side of it? He gets a percentage of everyone in his jersey sales.
Oh yeah.
They rocking
Everybody
him.
buying them jerseys. And did
Yeah,
y'all
it
see
is.
the price of tickets for that preseason game after he announced that he was gonna be the starter?
Crazy.
Bro, that shit went from $12 to $150.
And you can say it's preseason all you want to. NFL fans do not care about that. They locked in, bro. NFL fans different.
I'm just proud that he went out there and performed.
Wait, did he say that the ticket sales went from $12 to $120? $150? $12 to $150? You know something's wrong when they ain't trying to make money. Like they know that if he starts, they make money. Look at what Joe Flacco did. What did the Browns do this year? I don't know if they even won a game yet. What could you lose by starting a quarterback that's putting people in the seats? You can't even fill out your seats. Shador's probably gonna sell out the stadium. When they go against their own money, you know what it's about. They rather get paid less than you get paid anything. Nah, I'd rather cut off my nose to spite my face. That's how these owners are. We're not about to let you collect. We can afford to lose money. We rather lose money than you to make money. Do y'all get it? They rather lose money than for you to do some epic shit and make a bunch of money on a new deal that's out. Even if he sucked, even if Shador sucked, his first 5 games or 4 games would have generated way more money than Flacco. And then you could go to Dillon Gabriel and say, you know what, we're going to Dillon Gabriel. He's going to step in for Shador. You would have showed the world that Shador is not good and he can't play. And no one would have had any question. Like, yeah, sit him, bring Gabriel in. But they didn't want him to make that money. We'll lose money versus you making any kind of significant amount of money that's about to change the whole game. Because guess what the number one pick next year is going to have? That prime equity clause. Unless they go do some shit behind closed doors where you can't have prime equity clauses no more. No NIL deals coming into the NFL.
He had a good game.
The clause is called prime equity. This clause gives Sanders a percentage of revenue generated from merchandise, sponsorships, and promotions linked to his name and likeness.
That nigga got an NIL in the NFL.
He's too smart.
Yeah, that's why he got picked so far back, because apparently his agents wanted this clause in the contract. He gonna get a dumb bag.
He already getting people buying them jerseys right now.
It's reported that his jersey sales have reached 250 million, which generates him
Wait, what?
14
bro.
million in commission.
He didn't ran it up.
Jesus.
He didn't ran it up.
I pray that that's real, because
He
shout out to
getting
him.
paid more than any first round pick.
Facts.
That's why he didn't get picked. He came here to fuck shit up.
Now y'all know what I say. Don't believe what they selling and what they telling. A lot of these people out there are bought. They're bought. A lot of these people are bought. Rex Ryans, the Acho, the dude Acho who don't do nothing but talk shit about Sanders. Robert Griffin III that don't do nothing but talk shit about Angel Reese. They basically the black conservatives of sports. The fat bald head dude, I can't remember his name. The black conservatives of sports who just make a name for themselves shitting on black athletes and saying bad things about them because they can say things that white people can't say. That's why the black conservatives be getting so much attention. They just the pick-me's that can say things that white people can't say. And so they champion behind them and say, yeah, let's go behind it. Let's support them. Let's give them money because basically you're saying the things that they want to say. Hey, this is what I want to say. Here's the script. Say this. But you can say it because your complexion fits the whatever they be saying. The thing behind the scenes, BTS, behind the scenes, what it was, the prime equity clause. It was nothing about skill. Had nothing to do with skill. Do y'all understand me? Thank you, GFS, for bringing up this topic because I should have talked about that for sure. So he made 45 million. Let's look it up. How much did Shador? They said 45 million. Let's see how much. This is Sports Illustrated. Despite being the number 3 quarterback on Shador remains a highly. Look at who's only jersey seller more than his. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, Josh Allen, and Shador Sanders. Shout out to Josh Allen because that motherfucker, dang it. Shout out to Josh Allen because he be balling too. But damn, Washington Commanders, Jaden Daniels is in there? Shout out to the Eagles, cuz Saquon and Jalen both at the top selling 1 and 2 on the same team. Although he is number 3 on the Browns chart, he still has the support of Colorado fans, and many are calling for a shot in the league. How much did he make? Come on. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. But I told y'all, as long as my worst is better than your best. As long as my worst is better than your best. I'm trying to see. He makes $150 to $5 per jersey sale, which is typically between 2 and 4%. So they're saying that the figure of 14 million is a significant, no, 5 million to 10 million earnings from 250. The figure of 14 million, but that's just the jersey. That's just a jersey. That's not shirts. That's not like all the merch, anything, not just the jersey. How much has he made? How much did Shador make from his prime equity clause? Shador is reported to have earned $14 million from his prime equity clause so far, which was a commission, but that's just his jersey. What about the shirts and everything else? His rookie contract is just $4.6 million. His rookie contract is $4.6 million. Over how many years? What's the rookie contract? Is 4 years or 5 years? 4 or 5 years? So he's getting paid $1 million, 1.15 or whatever, 1.1 a year if it's a 4-year contract. He made $14 million before the season even started on his likeness. If 2% of 100, just do it like that. If you don't know how to do it, who said that? 150. If jersey sales are 150, what are he getting off that? Say if he's getting 2% off a jersey. 100, he's getting $2. 50, add another $1. I don't know. It depends on what percentage. If he's getting $4 on 4%, that's $4. 150, $6 for every $150. But it depends on what his percentage is. I don't know. But that's what it is, you guys. That's exactly what it is. 100 million.
Now, fast forward recently to Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, goes viral, but not for football, but for how he structured his contract. He had an equity clause in his deal with Gatorade. That clause basically said, I'm not just here as a name or a body. I want part of what's being built off of me. I want ownership in the outcome. So that clause essentially just preserved his interest. And he didn't walk away with just a one-time check. He walked away with his corrected status in the contract, and he claimed
With
his
Gatorade?
What just happened? Shedeur Sanders.
Now, this is AI. I can't stand watching AI videos. You be wanting to watch a real video, and it's just somebody with AI put together shit. It'd be the wrong information, all kind of stuff. But shout out, man, for this dude getting shitted on by Rex Ryan and everybody shitting on him while he is shaping and adding something new to sports that's going to benefit so many people. It's going to benefit so many athletes that they're going to have to go to these contract bargain shits, whatever they call those things, where they say, oh, we can't do this. He's shaping it so crazy that it's going to benefit tons of people. And that's what they mad about.
An outstanding coach, all right? But why the hell isn't he putting Shedeur Sanders? We're all waiting to see the Shedeur Sanders be the guy or Gabriel, whatever. Something's missing. Something's missing with this kid. This kid talks. He runs his mouth like I could be a starting quarterback with his arms crossed like this.
What?
Get your ass in the front row and study and do all that.
How do you know he's not doing that?
No, the whole league knows. Quit being an embarrassment that way. You got the talent.
An embarrassment?
Talent to be the quarterback. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now.
We'll see if they make a change there.
Look at how they just sit there and accept that, man. Hold on. Let me let the contractors in. They got some work to do. Hold on. Just 1 second.
Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios.
Boom. I'm back. Guess who's back? So I saw Ohio Ty said something. So Ohio Ties, yes. Yes. This not college though, Rios. They about to find a way to get rid of this for anybody new. I would agree. I agree. I definitely think that they are about to try to get rid of this prime equity clause. But how are you going to get rid of it while somebody has it? You can't tell me I can't have something that this guy has. Shedeur has it. Why can't I have it? They would have to take it from Shedeur, something that they signed. They signed that. They signed that contract, allowed that. He's on for 4 years. Rookie contract is 4 years. So you're going to tell me I got to sit next to somebody who has this deal that I don't have? And I'm starting and I'm winning these games and this dude is sitting on the bench making more money than me? Shit, if I don't do it. That's going to be a big fight. That shit's about to change a lot of shit. NBA, all sports. That's what they were scared of, you guys. I couldn't in my mind figure out how the hell did this cat drop to third round? If you could talk all the crap you want about him, all the crap you want, how the hell did he drop to the third round though? How does Tom Brady not pick him for the Raiders? You passed him up twice. Did some teams pass him up 3 times? That's it. The money. Good for him and good for anybody else that it benefits. They don't want to talk about that shit though. Let's champion behind you. I'm championing behind that. Dope. Smart. Yeah, the song is AI, but I ain't getting my news from AI. The song is AI. I'm not getting my news from AI. I'm not believing the facts from AI. You got to do your own research. I can't just watch a video of AI just spitting out facts. Like, wait, what? What is that? I've watched videos of AI on information where they're talking about basketball, NFL, and I could see, like, that's wrong. That's not real. That was 2 years ago. What are you talking about this year? You're not even in college no more. Niggas just be running their mouth saying anything. But you got your second. They already say the deep fakes. You know how you know AI is taking over? You want to really know how you know AI is taking over? I'll show you how AI is taking over. Remember this?
Nobody likes Democrats anymore.
This is how AI is
we have
taking
no
over.
voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black.
This is how you know AI. This is a deep fake, of course. He's not saying none of this stuff. He's not saying none of that stuff. He put the sombrero on Jeffries. Schumer is not saying any of these things, but this is how deep fake works. Yeah, this is a joke and it's purposely supposed to be shocking how it is or whatever.
People want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too.
That's AI. But guess who posted that? The White House. 9.8 million followers. That got 2.2 million views with AI. Look at this.
Way to sugarcoat it.
We posted it.
No.
Every day, Democrats keep the government shut down. The sombrero gets bigger, 10 times bigger. Democrats shut down. Sombrero got bigger. But it's AI. Now, if this is just something that they just using, just playing games, just jokey, just for like an Instagram, just for entertainment, imagine what they're using AI for in real instances. Like their access to AI, their access to artificial intelligence. If that's what they just joking with, just what they just playing with, what do you think they really have? That's on the White House Instagram. Like, I'm not even gonna go through all this shit, but it's crazy. It is crazy. Smoke screens. Gaslighting. Gaslight, smoke screen. Gaslight, smoke screen. Gaslight. It's so much gas and smoke. Motherfuckers is dying from gas and smoke inhalation. Just being thrown around. Yeah, AI is taking over, but not the way you think. Not the way you think. It's taking over for real, for real. Remember I was talking about fan base? I still didn't start my fan base, my the social media platform. I'm gonna start a fan base. You can go live and do all kinds of stuff from fan base. But look, Diddy's trial is today. No, not his trial. Diddy's sentence is today. Today, Diddy gets sentenced. Right? And did you see Diddy's letter? Return for 2 counts. James Cricketed. Shalom, brother. You are a Hebrew Israelite. Look it up. Me personally, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm trying to find this video. Live sentencing today. Diddy wrote a letter about to the judge about make me an example of second chances. What do you think is going to happen? Is he going to get the full? Because what is he possibly getting? They want him sentenced to.
To sentence Sean Diddy Combs to more than 11 years in federal prison, arguing he engaged in violence and put others in fear. A stark contrast to Combs' legal team, who are seeking 14 months, which would see him walk free in a matter of weeks, as he's already served 13 months in prison.
No. Look for the judge. They definitely not about to give him 14 months. If he's already served 14 months and he just does a couple more weeks, they definitely not doing that.
To land somewhere in the middle, split the difference, a sentence of maybe 4 to 6 years.
Combs was convicted on prostitution charges over the summer, but acquitted of sex trafficking and racketeering, which carried up to a life sentence in prison. A source familiar with Combs' strategy telling NBC News that the mogul plans to address the court himself during his sentencing hearing. Both sides have submitted letters to the judge, one written by Cassie Ventura, Combs' former girlfriend, who was a key prosecution witness, writing in part, "I am so scared that if he walks free, his first actions will be swift retribution towards me and others who spoke up."
What do y'all think, man? On prostitution, 12 years on prostitution? What do people usually get for prostitution? What is the average sentence? In Los Angeles and California, engaging in prostitution is typically a misdemeanor with penalties including up to 6 months in county jail. Why is his so drastic? That's what I want to find out. Why are he only got charged. They said the racketeering and the other thing got dropped. Oh, felony transportation to engage in prostitution. Oh, the Mann Act. Do you guys know about the Mann Act? Let me break that shit down to y'all. I'm gonna break down the Mann Act to y'all and where it started. And the Mann Act started because of a black man. Y'all may know him. Name is Jack Johnson. Used to be whooping white people's asses. They didn't want a black man to be a heavyweight champion back in the day because when you become the heavyweight champion, you're really the man. You're the man. And he became the champion. And guess what he would do after every fight, Jack Johnson, after every fight? take white women across state lines in his he used to buy the fastest cars, and go across state lines with these women and a bunch of white women. And, intercourse, having sex with them, coming from this state, this city, having sex with all kinds of white women. And they didn't like that shit. So they invented the Mann Act to get him, to charge him for basically having sex with white women across state lines. They didn't like that shit. They didn't like a black man doing it, so they came up with the Mann Act. A federal law that makes it illegal to transport individuals across state or international lines for the purpose of immoral purposes, including prostitution. This moves the crime beyond a simple misdemeanor charge of solicitation or prostitution under state law and elevates it to a serious federal felony. Did y'all know the Mann Act was brought around because of Jack Johnson being such a beast, winning so much, whooping the shit out of white men and whooping that cuckoo of white women across the country? Speeding through, whooping white men with the belt. They couldn't handle them. They still coming out all crazy. Jack Johnson was whooping their head, all while taking a women and whooping them cheeks. The Mann Act. Let me see if they have it. Jack Johnson. The Mann Act was let me show you. I gotta go outside. They said the refrigerator is damaged, so I gotta go see about the refrigerator. The Mann Act was a 1910 federal law that prohibited the interstate transport of women and girls for immoral purposes, which was used to prosecute and convict Jack Johnson, the first black world heavyweight boxing, in 1913. While the law was intended to combat prostitution, it was applied in a racially motivated way against Johnson, who was convicted for traveling with a white prostitute. After fleeing the country, do you know that Jack Johnson, the heavyweight champion, had to flee the country and was in exile? Johnson eventually surrendered to U.S. authorities in 1920 and served a year in prison. President Donald Trump pardoned him in 2008, acknowledging the racially unjust nature of the conviction. He's already dead. Lyndon B. Johnson was the one who did it to him. And I believe, was Lyndon B. Johnson? I think he was a Democrat. I don't know. Well, let's see what Lyndon B. Johnson. We'll look more into that. Hold on, I got to check on the refrigerator. Trump pardoned him. I got to go check with the contractors. The refrigerator's messed up. Yeah, a Southern Democrat. I don't know. No, it probably wasn't him who did that. It wasn't Lyndon B. Johnson. No, it couldn't have been Lyndon. No, it wasn't fucking Lyndon B. Johnson. Who was Johnson that did that? Now I got to look this shit up. Jack Johnson. I'm talking about Jack Johnson. It's Jack Johnson. Who is the one? Who was the president at the time? Hold on. I got to go. I got to be right back. I got to go check out this refrigerator. They're texting me and calling me. Something's wrong with the refrigerator.
Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow.
All right. I might have to get out of here soon. I might have to take this damn refrigerator back. Man, it's always something coming up. Always something coming up.
If freak-offs and thousands of bottles of baby oil has captured your attention lately, it's because...
Damn, that's funny. The baby oil thing, because Diddy getting sentenced today. Is he going to get? We're going to talk about that too.
At the core of those lawsuits is an alleged violation of the Mann Act. But do you know the history of the Mann Act and how it ties to some of the romances that took place throughout Black history? Well, before I tell you that, let's start with introductions. Welcome back. I'm Ashley, your favorite raconteuse of I'll Tell You What, the with you left quite prostitution. You have to know that when I say women and girls, for the most part, I mean... First, have you heard of Jack Johnson? Champion in 1908. You might have remembered the I'll Tell You What episode about him last year. Because of that made him a trailblazer not only in sports but in the fight against racial barriers. His victory over white opponents, most notably the Great White Hope, Jim Jeffries in 1910, shook the social order of the time.
I don't want her. I don't want her. And so the immoral purpose. How do you come up with a law, the Mann Act, and immoral purpose? What is immoral purpose? What do you consider immoral purpose? What's immoral to you? Like, what's immoral purpose? That was like a broad, that could be a broad thing. It was Taft was the president. Taft was the president, y'all. Here's a quick one. I wanted to do a quicker one.
And what they did in 1912, Johnson was taking his secretary around the United States. Her name was Lucille Cameron. And the white community had no one to beat Jack Johnson in the ring. And the only way they could get at him is to pass a law making it illegal to take a woman, a so-called, was Lucille Cameron, over a state line for immoral purposes. And the Congress of the United States passed a law called the Mann Act, and it was specifically passed to get Jack Johnson. And they tried him, sentenced Johnson to 5 years in prison. As the heavyweight champion of the world, he fled the United States in 1912 and went to Europe. And what they did in 1912, Johnson...
Immoral purpose. Like, what do you mean? What the fuck is immoral? Dang, I'm cursing a lot this morning. The hell is immoral purpose? Damn, they tying it to Diddy too. Before Diddy, Jack Johnson was charged with the Mann Act.
Then, after demonstrating enormous superiority over all of the heavyweights of the time, being heavyweight champion from 1907 to 1915, he married 3 different white wives. And of course, the community, the white community at that time, was aghast. And what they did in 1912, Johnson was taking his secretary around the United States. Her name was Lucille Cameron. And the white community had no one to beat Jack Johnson in the ring. And the only way they could get at him is to pass a law making it illegal to take a woman, a so-called, was Lucille Cameron, over a state line for immoral purposes. And the Congress of the United States passed a law called the Mann Act, and it was specifically passed to get Jack Johnson.
The fuck is immoral purpose?
And they tried him, sentenced Johnson to 5 years in prison. As the heavyweight champion of the world, he fled the United States in 1912 and went to Europe. He defended the title twice, twice in France, and then defended the title finally against Jess Willard in Havana, Cuba. That was a very controversial fight. Johnson always claimed in the 26th round, and that's 26 3-minute rounds, that
26 rounds. Damn near bare knuckle. 26 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 26 rounds.
he threw the fight. He made a deal, he stated, with the federal authorities to come back to the United States of America to see his mother. And the only way they would permit him to come back to the United States to see his mom was to throw the fight to Jess Willard. That was his position. When you look at the fight film, which is remarkably clear, shockingly clear, you make your own decision.
A lot to cover, so I'm
They be
starting with the
after
AG.
y'all. They be
I
after us. They be after y'all. They'll find a way to beat you. Can't beat him, join him. If we can't beat him, lynch him. Hang him out to dry in front of everybody. The Mann Act. How funny. Nah, not funny, not funny, not funny, not funny. How coincidental is it that that's how they got Jack Johnson, and now that's how they getting Diddy? That's how they getting Diddy with the same thing that was created for immoral purpose, and their judgment of what immoral is, that's up to them. I don't even know what the hell that is. They said they fixed that shit in like 1980 to take out immoral purpose. But now Diddy is being charged with that same shit. And I think it's for men, prostitution too. I think it might be for men, because the only thing that was in the court was the men, right? For Cassie. So we can't get you for, we're going to call, like, you know how many of these rich ass Hollywood, such and such, all these rich CEOs and political figures and this and that, how many of them pay people to do shit like that when they are out of town and going places? But Diddy gets out of line. Diddy asks for too much. Diddy starts getting bigger than his bridges. And they Mann Act his ass. Mann Act, hit him with the Mann Act. They couldn't get him with, they said they was getting him with racketeering. They was getting him with violence or abuse or this and that. They hit him with the Mann Act. 12 to 14 years for the Mann Act? Where's Diddy's letter? Y'all know what's up.
Unknown caller.
Hey, man, this is the Wake Up Show. Coffee with Rios, number one morning show in the whole wide world, Craig. Caller, where you calling from? He hung up. Yeah, hung up. I answered the phone. Let me see this letter. In a four-page letter? Man, he should not have put 4-page. Is that what Aaliyah's song was? 4-page letter? Wait, hold on. If it was a 4...
Up some more.